Om Shanti, English avyakt versions, 4th of August 1972. Do you consider yourself to be serviceable, sensible, and essential? Do you experience all three of these virtues in yourselves in the same way as they are in the Father? Whatever symbol is being kept in front of you at present, you are close to being equal to that symbol. Are you not? What is the symbol that is being kept in front of you? That of the Father. The symbol of Vishnu belongs to the future, does it not? However, the symbol of the confluence edge is the Father, is it not? So you are bringing about equality whilst keeping the symbol in front of you, are you not? Do you experience equality with the Father in all three virtues? Or is it that you experience the specialty of one virtue and not of the second or third virtues? Are all three virtues within you to the percentage that they should be according to the time, according to the present time? Has your stage reached the percentage of effort that it should have? You should have reached 95%, should you not? Since there is very little time remaining, you should now have, according to the time, 95%. One cannot say 100% because you would then give the excuse of time. This is why Baba is not saying that it should be 100%. Baba is still giving you a margin of 5%. How much percentage do you have according to the time of effort of the confluence edge? According to the percentage of time, 95% is not a big thing. So, are you continuing to increase your speed and moving forward whilst keeping this aim? Or do you even now think that there is still time? You do not have the thought that there is still time, do you? If what would you then do if effort were to stop now? You do not have the thought that because you still have some weaknesses remaining, there is still time in the drama, do you? If according to the time there can be some weaknesses remaining, then how many weaknesses should there be? It should not be that there can be 50%. If you have to finish 50%, then you will have to have a very fast speed. It is not possible that those who can make their speed fast cannot reach 95%. So, what aim do you have to keep now? If, according to the time and drama, there are some weaknesses remaining, then you are only allowed 5% and no more. If there are more weaknesses that this, then understand that you are far from your final stage. In that case, you will not be able to reach the aim that you have kept of being close to Bapdada. This is because since the father number has reached the avyakt stage, those who come after him, the jewels who are to be close to him, should at least be so close that only 5% difference in weakness remains. The father has already become avyakt, and if there is a difference of 50% in the jewels who are close to him, then would you call that close? Can such souls come within the eight? Sakar Baba used to speak of his stage as a detached observer, so you have to check your stage as detached observers. Why should you have any further thoughts in speaking of something as it is? To praise yourself externally is a different matter, but in checking your own self, you have to judge your intellect. Others should also be able to experience that stage of yours. So, in order to become a close jewel, you have to increase your percentage with that speed. The majority can say that they have 50%, but now can those who are one of the eight deities, the minority, say this? What is the difference if the qualifications of the minority are the same as those of the majority? So check in yourself all three things that you were told of. What is the form of those who are serviceable? Keeping that in front of you, check yourself as to whether according to your present stage and your present activity, you can call yourself serviceable. Every thought, word, and action of those who are serviceable will be worthy of doing service. Their thoughts will also automatically do service because their thoughts are always for world benefactor. That is, they only have world benefactor thoughts. Their thoughts will not be wasteful. They will spend every second of their time touring. They will spend every second of their time doing service through their thoughts, words, and deeds. This is known as being serviceable. When someone has a worldly job or business, his thoughts and actions are automatically according to that. Not only his thoughts, but that is also what he will see in his dreams. So, the thoughts of those who are serviceable will automatically be just for service because this is their business. Acha, what would be the qualifications of those who are sensible? All gave their own ideas, who have spoken of so many qualifications that you can stabilize yourself in your aim even now. Sensible means one who has common sense. Those who are sensible in a worldly way will first of all consider everything carefully before taking any step. But here there is unlimited sense. The main qualification of those who are sensible is that they will be trikaldarshi. They will know the three aspects of time in advance and then perform their actions. They will have the awareness of the previous cycle very, very clearly in the intellects that they were victorious in the previous cycle and that they will be victorious now. They will become victorious many times. On the basis of having the faith of being victorious or on the basis of being trikaldarshi, whatever actions they perform will not be wasteful or unsuccessful. So you should have the sense to be trikaldarshi, simply to understand the present time is not known as being complete. Whenever you are unsuccessful in any action or there are wasteful actions performed, the reason for it is that you did not perform that task while keeping the three aspects of time in front of you. You are then not able to imbibe such unlimited sense. Because of this, you become afraid while seeing the problems of the present time, and because of being afraid, you are not able to attain success. Those who are sensible will understand the unlimited and will perform every action and speak every word while being trikaldarshi. This is called being unworldly, alokik, or being unique. Those who are sensible will never waste their time, thoughts, or words. It is just as in a worldly way. When someone wastes his time or wealth unnecessarily, it is said that he does not have any sense. Those who are sensible in this way will make every second powerful and will also use it in a worthwhile way. They will not use it for any wasteful task. Those who are sensible will never be colored by wasteful company. They will never be they will never be under the influence of any type of atmosphere. All of these are qualifications of being sensible. The third virtue is of being essential. What would be the qualifications of such souls? They all gave their own ideas. Whatever each of you said was right, because all of you sitting here are those who are sensible. Those who are essential will have the fragrance of spirituality. Spiritual fragrance means that they will have all the powers of spirituality within themselves, and on the basis of all these powers, they will easily be able to attract anyone to themselves. Just as a physical fragrance or essence attracts others from a distance, it even attracts those who do not want to be attracted. In the same way, no matter what type of souls come in front of those who are essential, they will be attracted by that spirituality. The spirituality of those who have spirituality is that they can attract souls with their spirituality even from a distance. On the basis of the power of the mind, you bring about transformation of the elements. That is, you bring them benefit. You do not go close to the sky or to any atmosphere and speak to it. So, just as you make the elements pure, Satapradhan, from impure, Tamopradhan, with the power of the mind, in the same way you can touch the intellects of many souls of the world who are far away and not able to come to you. With the power of spirituality and the power of your minds, you can You can enable them to receive the Father's introduction and the main message from a distance. You are world benefactors, but would you be able to give the message to all the souls of the world by personally being in front of them? You will not be able to give everyone the message through words. Together with the words, you will also experience service through the mind to be increasing day by day. The Father fulfills the desires of the devotees in a subtle way. Does he do that through words? By personally going in front of them. It is a subtle machinery, is it not? In the same way, the subtle machinery of you Shaktis and Pandavas, which gives the devotee souls and Jnani souls the message and introduction of the Father, is now to become fast. This is the form of the final service. Just as a fragrance does the task of giving fragrance to those who are close or far away, in the same way, the power of your spirituality will not only serve those sitting close by, but also those who are far away. Only then will you be praised as the practical world benefactors. At present, you are making plans for world benefit. You do not have it in a practical way, but then, when this subtle machinery begins, you will be engaged in doing this in a practical way. You will experience how souls are desperate to receive even a drop of the introduction of the Father, and through your intellects or through your subtle power, you will experience those desperate souls to be visible in front of you, even though they are not there. So, when you become engaged in such service, your name will be glorified as the practical world benefactor. Now, look, what do you say? That you have had the thought of bringing about world benefit? What do people say to you? So, will you be able to carry out the great task of bringing about benefit at such a speed? Up to now, you have carried out the task of world benefit very little. How will you reach the whole world? Now, you do not have it in a practical way, do you? At that time, while being master intellects of the wise with the subtle machinery, you will touch the intellects of those in all four directions. Then the sound will spread that some power, some spirituality is attracting them towards itself. They will search for it and will want to meet such souls. They will be desperate for even a moment's glimpse. The sign of this is even now continuing in the non living images. When there is any such festival, there is such a huge crowd of those who want to have a glimpse of the non living images. So many souls are desperate and thirsty to have a glimpse of the images on that day and at that moment. They may have had a glimpse many times, but in order to fulfill the importance of that day, the helpless people make so much difficult effort. Whose sign is this? It is because it happened in a practical way that the memorials were created. Acha, Punjab and UP zone. Do you experience yourselves to be the Ganges? What does the Ganges in UP have importance? Because no other river is called the purifier, only the Ganges is called the purifier. The river Janina is not called the purifier. The river Jamuna is not called the purifier, but the source Punjab, is known as the land of divine activity. Punjab has many rivers. Wherever rivers pass by, they make that place flourish, and there is both greenery and happiness. So the task of all of you is also to make everyone full and prosperous. It is your task to bring prosperity to the souls who have become dirty and who have no sweetness of happiness or peace, and to make them flourish once again. Where there is dryness, people become poverty stricken, whereas there is prosperity, people become happy. So the new world is full and prosperous, whilst the old world is dry and barren. All of you are full and flowing rivers, are you not? So whilst walking and moving along, at every step makes souls full and prosperous. At this time, everyone's attention is on Punjab. For what reason? For untimely death. The most untimely deaths are happening in Punjab. So all of you are those who save others from untimely death. are you not? Give such souls eternal knowledge and make them immortal so that they can be saved from untimely death for many births. In the golden age, there will not be untimely death. They will shed their bodies through their own will, just as old clothes are changed through one's own will and not out of compulsion. In the same way, the costume of the body will also be changed at one's own will, just as clothes become old and are changed. Similarly, according to the time and age, the body is also changed. So, you children have to share the good news with the such unhappy souls that you can change them from untimely death for 21 births. These days, there is fear of untimely death. The eat, drink, sleep, and live in fear. Share things of happiness with such souls and liberate them from fear. Even if they leave their bodies, they will not die in fear because they have the happiness that they are going to be safe and they are going to be safe from untimely death. They are taking something with themselves and are not going empty handed. Are you doing this service or are you afraid of being shot? All of you are brave, are you not? With your vibrations and happiness and peace, give people the experience of happiness and peace of mind. Even if it is a terrorist, they too will change with the power of love and peace. What would any of you do if someone like that came to you? You would transform him with love